Hey folks, Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you happen to be watching or listening to this, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, this morning, I was sitting down to play a game of Sudoku. As you may have heard on a previous video, I like Sudoku. It's an alternative to crossword puzzles. It makes you use your mind and really focus on something. And I find it a fun little game. You know, we're not competing with other people. There's not a huge investment of time or energy to play it, but it is something fun you can play. I have an app on my phone that I use. There's many different ones. You can get actual books of Sudoku puzzles. There's lots of ways to do it. It's just one nice thing to keep your brain active, and if you enjoy it, to have fun with it. Well, today I was playing a game of Sudoku, and just quickly, you're looking to get the numbers 1 through 9 in every box, vertical line, and horizontal line as well. It's a little bit of a puzzle. And so you can fill them in and look at them, try to figure out the patterns that you need to do to solve them. So today I was sitting there with a puzzle and just looking at it. And you're going down the lines and the squares, and you're looking to see where you can fill in the numbers and where you can figure out what goes where. And for a moment, it was just like, oh my gosh, I'm going over the lines, and I'm not really seeing any answers to the puzzles, looking down the different boxes, and just nothing is coming to me. And you've had that feeling before when you're working away on something, whether it's a work project or something you're trying to get done at home, or you're studying for a class, or you're dealing with health issues like autoimmunity or digestive issues, and you're just struggling. Why is this not coming together? What's going on? What do I need to do to solve it? Why isn't this coming together? When we come to that stuck place where we just can't see the way forward, we're not sure what to do next or why the thing is going on, we're really faced with one of two options. Now, what many of us do is we just bull forward. I don't know, I'll just keep working it, or I'll work harder. If you're anything like me, you've done the work harder at something before. The reality is you keep increasing the amount of time, energy, and money that you're putting into something in an effort to just smash through whatever is stopping you and get to the other side. And the reality is sometimes that works. Sometimes we're just not putting in the amount of time, energy, or money to solve a problem that we've got. So if you're tempted to do that, the question is first to pause for just a moment and say, realistically here, am I making the investment in solving this problem that is necessary? If you're looking to get in great beach body shape and lose a whole bunch of weight, and you're going to the gym once a month, there's your problem, right? You're not making the investment that's necessary to get the results that you want. Now, that example may sound silly, but the reality is many times in many situations, that is the situation. We want to solve something, but we're not putting in the amount of time, energy, or money that we need to solve it. Right? So that's one issue. That's where having someone outside you, checking in with a friend, family member, or a coach of some kind who can evaluate the situation and say, really, are you putting in what you need to? Now, if you evaluate the situation, you think about it, and the answer is yeah, I'm doing the things that I need to be doing to get the results that I want, but I'm still stuck here. Then the answer is not to just bull forward and keep piling on more time, energy, and money to the situation. We've all had this where we've got a project or of some kind or another, and it's just not coming together, and we just bull forward, and it's still not coming together. That increases our level of frustration because we're still not getting the results we want. So when I was sitting there with this Sudoku puzzle this morning, one answer is just to keep going over the lines. I'm just going to make this happen. I'm going to force it to happen. The other option that we have available to us is almost the exact opposite, and that's simply to stop for a moment. In my case, it was simply to take a couple of deep breaths, take a moment away from the puzzle, walk away, and come back to it again. And this is an example we see that applies many times. Many of the toughest problems, whether they were in the sciences or other areas of life, didn't come when someone kept bullying forward to try to get the results they want. They came when someone stopped and took a break. How many great ideas have you had in the shower? Right? If you're anything like me, you've had lots of great ideas come to you in the shower because we're relaxing. Our mind is sort of drifting on autopilot. And that's when an opportunity, these things kind of spring up. Like our subconscious mind is able to put things together in a way that we just weren't able to before when we give it a little bit of breathing space, a little bit of room. Going on a walk is another great thing to get away from it, to allow some time to be active in using our body in a way, letting our mind drift. Often insights, key insights and ideas come to us when we're doing that. Other options, honestly, sleep on it. You've heard the idea, just sleep on it. It's absolutely true. Sometimes just taking some time away, setting it aside, and coming back to it later. So instead of just rushing forward, we can pause. We can move on to something else, and ideally something that's going to let our mind drift, give it some time to work on it, and then often new insights spring up to us. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I was a bit stuck on this puzzle, could not figure it out, took a few deep breaths, walked away for a couple minutes, and when I came back and looked at it, lo and behold, I almost instantly saw an area where I could get an answer. And when I did, it sort of unlocked the whole rest of the puzzle. And quickly, something I'd been struggling with for minutes in this case, I could not get it. I took a few minutes aside, came back to this little puzzle, and instantly it was like, oh, right there. Solved that, and within a minute or so had solved the whole puzzle. Now, this is a very small example, but we can apply this in other and different areas of our life as well. If we're dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity, and we just seem stuck, it's like, gosh darn it, I'm hammering away at this thing, and I can't seem to figure out what is going on. Well, first we ask ourselves, are we really doing the things we need to do? Are we making the investment of time, money, and energy that is necessary to solve this? If the answer is yes, then we don't just want to keep bowling forward, just keep working at it and investing more time, money, and energy, because doing more of the same is unlikely to get us the results that we're looking for. Instead, if we're making the appropriate investment, we want to pause for a minute. We want to take some time off, take some deep breaths, go do something else, something fun, something exciting, move our bodies, take a shower, have a nap, do something completely different to give our subconscious mind time and perspective to come to new insights. And when we come back to that thing with fresh eyes, often an answer sticks out to us that it didn't before. I know that happens to me when I'm working and helping and coaching people. Sometimes when they come to me and say something's not working, it's very obvious, and we say, okay, do this or do that, or how about this? This is likely to get you the results that you're looking for. Sometimes we have to dig deep. The answers aren't obvious, so when we dig in, do a little archaeology there, we can find out where the issue is and make the right suggestions for a person. And frankly, sometimes I just don't know the answer. So I do the very same thing. Sometimes it's hitting the books, looking things up, studying, looking for answers, talking to colleagues. All of those things are incredibly important. But sometimes it's simply taking some time away. And I've had more than one insight in the shower. Aha! I think this is what this person needs to do that have gone on to be very helpful. All right, folks, so it's not just beating ourselves up. Sometimes the answer is getting away from the problem and taking some time and letting our brains come up with the answer that we need. All right, hope that was helpful for you. That's it for me today. Listen, if you're looking for a community of like-minded people who are on a health journey and dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity, people who are friendly, open, and willing to support one another, then I invite you, come and join us at the ANH Academy. That's the ANH Academy, the Aspire Natural Health Academy. It's our free and exclusive Facebook group. All you need to do is go to Facebook and search for ANH Academy. Go to Facebook and search for ANH Academy. There are 3 simple, easy, and quick questions that you need to answer. And please make sure that you answer all 3 questions. If you answer 1 or 2 of the questions, we'll reach out to you and ask you to fill out the rest of the questions. If you don't, we can't invite you to join the group. If you do, we are happy to have you and invite you in. We're always looking for people who are willing to support others. Listen, dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity is difficult. Having a supportive community around you is a huge thing that you can do to improve your health. So look forward to having you join us. Go to Facebook, search for ANH Academy, and we'll see you there. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Until next time, Take care.